I just finished watching a movie called Half Brothers. Yeah, I cried like a little bitch. But the meaning of the movie itself is just so meaningful. I straight up had to tell this man to his face, what are you going to leave for your kids when you're no longer living? And he just stood silent. Because that's it. He doesn't even know. That's the sad part. I think about that. What am I going to leave behind for my kids? All the time. Then wonders why. I don't want to fix nothing with him. Why I'd rather be single and forever single and do things for my boys. And I truly don't understand why it's so hard for him to realize that I'm not hard on him just to be mean. I'm not treating him badly to just treat him badly. I don't talk to him crazy just to talk to him crazy. I'm honest with him. Because there's no reason for me not to be that way, you know? To let it be known. You are a father of 2 sons. What are you going to leave for them? What are you going to do for them? You know, like, what? Because I've been through a lot in my life to the point where I don't have the family that he has. His grandfather, his grandfather's not doing good at all. His grandfather worked his butt off so that his kids have. And they do. This man's mother, her father, doesn't remember anything because he has Alzheimer's. But he's worried about not going anywhere because of his grandfather not doing well. And I had to say, he did what he did so you have. So, he did what he did so he can have for his kids. He invested in a lot of properties to the point where his kids can do the same for their kids. And they're doing it. He doesn't manage anything. His mother does because he doesn't know how. He doesn't have that knack of wanting to do things for himself because everything was always handed to him. But me, on the other hand, I have to work hard to get what I want. I don't have what he has. At all. Because my family's not that way. My family personally, I'm not saying that they're not successful, they really are, but I wasn't raised in a family where things were just handed to them, or me, or whatever. We have to work for what we want. And I truly feel I'm on this earth for a reason. I was put here for a reason. I have 2 sons. And I'd be damned for them to grow up how I grew up. I truly don't. I want them to be able to know that I set a platform for them to be able to build upon, to make better, so that when they're older and they have kids, they can do the same. But my kid's father doesn't think that way. He doesn't think about it on a daily. And I think about what I can leave for my kids, what I can do for them to become better. I do what I can. I'm not perfect, and neither is he, but all I can do is just hope and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's all of what you're going to work for to become a better person.
Hey.
And I truly believe, this is probably off fucking topic of everything that I was fucking saying, but I truly believe that when you speak so much negativity into existence, it actually happens. I don't care who you are. I don't care how you feel. I don't really care what you say. It's true. When you push out so much negativity, that's what you'll get in return. Honestly, I really don't care who believes me or who doesn't. God knows what he's doing. He truly does. And if you want to be a certain way and act a certain way, you get that. And when you continue to be how you are, negative, that's all you will get. That's all you will get in return. And since I've had sex with this man for 5 years, I haven't for a while, my spirit and his spirit combined, and whatever negativity that he has is onto me. It doesn't matter how positive I am. His energy is already connected to me. So whatever he says and whatever he does affects me and my spirit. That is why I do whatever I can to make myself into a better person and try my hardest for him to realize what he can do to become a better person himself. I'm only human that has feelings. I only can do so much for somebody to realize what they are worth. But I can't force someone to realize what they have to do to become a better person. I don't need to show anybody how to do anything. I don't need to do any of that. We all came by ourselves into this world. Yeah, it took two to create. But we came into this world by ourselves with our own missions, our own trials and tribulations. It's what you can do to become a better person. And I'd be damned if I continue to have somebody tell me that I'm incapable of doing things because of this, that, and the third. It's something that I deal with on a daily. Having someone tell you about certain things about your life, this person this, that person that, this person's no good for you, knowing damn well that family is family no matter what. We all fight, we all argue, but at the end of the day, family is truly that, family. Because without them, what would we really be? How would we do things? Obviously alone, because that's what we're supposed to do. Things alone so we can become our own independence. Being dependent on somebody is something that is so unhealthy, so toxic. The toxicity that happens in any relationship is when your significant other doesn't know how to empathize or have any type of compassion. They're just using ignorance and their own beliefs in things. And that's truly not how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to be considerate of every single emotion that anybody has. I didn't grow up thinking the way that I'm thinking now these days. I'm 26. I had to go through a lot in my life to realize that things are just not handed to you. You gotta work for what you want. And things never come easy. So when you really want something, you gotta work for it. And that's the one thing that I am gonna be working towards. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Ever. It's what you can do for yourself to become a better person. It doesn't happen overnight. You gotta work for what you really want, what you truly want, what you want to do. And if you have kids, what are you gonna do for your kids? What are you gonna set up for them so they know what kind of love that you put forth for them? I never thought the way that I'm thinking, ever, before I had kids. Ever. Because of the simple fact that I was never mentally okay. I was never okay mentally. Never. Before I had kids, I was never mentally okay. I just literally scraped by every single day. Interacted with whoever I interacted with. I didn't know what I truly wanted. I had ideas, I had aspirations, but I never took those dreams and aspirations and did something about them. It took years for me to realize that no matter if you're in any relationship or whomever you decide to be with, they came in your life for a reason. They came in your life to teach you something, even if it was good or bad. They came in your life to teach you something. I became strong-minded. I gained confidence, even though the confidence didn't have to do with looks, because I've let myself go. I ate my feelings sometimes. Anxiety came to the point where weight would fluctuate. I would basically sometimes not eat. Sometimes I wouldn't feel like eating or wouldn't even have the feeling of being hungry because of my own issues that I had mentally of what I should and shouldn't do. But knowing now that I'm not perfect and I'll never be close to perfect, but at least to my kids, they believe that I'm perfect. So whatever perfections that my kids believe that I have, I'll truly take that over anything. Because no matter what I go through, they see me as their shining star. And I never want to have a dull moment again. Ever. I don't want them to be seeing me upset. I don't want them to see me cry. I don't want them to see arguments. I don't want them to be around people that just don't have their best interest. I want them to be around people that care about them. I want people to be around them that could better them, that will better them. So surrounding yourself around people that just have positive energy is the only way to become better. You know, and it all starts from home. It all starts from being who you're supposed to be. If you're a mom, if you're a dad, a sister, a brother, an uncle, an aunt, a grandpa, a grandfather, anybody or anything, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to ensure that these kids' futures is worth it. Because at the end of the day, they don't deserve to go through anything. They don't deserve to see hate. They don't deserve to see arguments. They don't deserve to see people fighting. They don't deserve to see violence in general. Any type of racial slurs or anything. I'm not nowhere near perfect when it comes to how I speak, how I talk, how I act. But at least I know how to respect people, to have some type of compassion and consideration when it comes to emotions and what I could do to make someone, feel better or be there for them. I've learned that along the way growing up. I've been through a lot in my life. I truly have. I've been lied to. Plenty. I've been through a lot of personal things. I've been through a lot in my life to the point where whatever happened in my childhood still, till this day, does affect me. I can forgive and I can forgive and I can forget. But the sad part is I can't forget. I can always forgive. And it will always affect me for the rest of my life because my memory is just too A1, as you say. I don't know. I could never forget anything. I could never forget a face. I could never forget a situation. I can move on. But it's just the constant fear. What if it happens to my kids? What am I going to do? All I can say is that I'd go batshit crazy. I'd probably end up in jail. But that's not me. It's not me to go crazy, to fight somebody, or to just be disrespectful out of nothing. Now, if someone does disrespect me, it's a two-way street. You do something nasty, I'm going to do something nasty too. You're nice to me, I'm nice to you. That's just how it is. And I don't want my kids to grow up thinking that they can do as they please, do as they want. My mommy's going to do this for me, my mommy's going to do that. No, honey, I'll always be there for you. But at the end of the day, you need to be able to know what it is to do things on your own. And what are you going to do? I'm never going to kick my kids out if they're not ready. Because why would I kick my kids out if they don't know what it is to manage money? They don't know what it is to be on their own. They don't know what it is to be independent. It took me a long time to know what it is to be responsible. I had to freaking be in a mental space to the point I had to figure out what I can do to become a better me. Who do I need to cut off? Who I need to be around? But in certain situations, you can't choose where you can and cannot go. Sometimes you end up trapped, but you got to figure out what you can do. It takes time. Funny thing is, I got nothing but time. Meaning as, I'm still young, but my clock is still ticking. I'm only 26. It's 2021. I'm gonna have a 5-year-old this year, and a 2-year-old. And honestly, without my kids, I probably wouldn't be thinking how I'm thinking now. Because I didn't have that mindset at all. Ever. God bless blessed me with kids to show me what it is to become a woman, an actual woman. And what I need to do to ensure that their future is bright. I know too many people that have been through too much. To the point where they just gave up on themselves and let shit happen. And I know plenty of people that took all those bads, those horrible situations, and got themselves out of it. Because they were sick and tired of it. But I can say for me, knowing all the things that I've been through for the past 5 years, honestly just made me stronger. I really don't care how anybody feels when it comes to my own situation, because not many know what I've gone through. But I don't need to explain anything. There is no explanation. Because it's my life. My life is my life. No one has the same life, honestly. Everyone has their own type of trauma of what they've gone through. You know? And for me, even through all the bad that I've been through, I still manage to smile and still hope and pray that no matter what I'll go through, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And that I know that my kids are gonna be great. They're gonna have so much. And there's not much I can do for their father. Because their father doesn't have the mentality that I have. And I've gone through 5 years trying to communicate. But honestly, you can't communicate with someone who's not willing to consider what they should do to become better. And that actually gets you into a mental state of, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What's the point? But God knew what he was doing. God knew what he was doing. And I really don't care what anybody says. Especially when it has to do with me. Because people talk all the time because they just want to freaking bonchinchar every day. This person's doing this, this person's doing that. Oh, can you believe this? Can you believe that? How about you fucking stick your finger up your ass and don't worry about nothing? And worry about what you can do to better yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody in this freaking earth that we live in is perfect. Nowhere near perfect. And I strive to be better all the time. I strive on a daily to put a smile on my face. I literally bust my ass to do what I can to be a better mother to my kids. I'm blessed to even be around them because there's many mothers that are going through this fucking system when it comes to their kids. You got fucking heroin addicts that still got their kids, but you got somebody that decided to call DCF on somebody that that doesn't do anything. And they don't got their kids. That's how fucked up the system is. And I choose to do what's best for them. And I can't be forced to stay with somebody if I know in my gut feeling. Because that gut feeling that I have for a while, it's always been there. It always has. To the point where I'm numb. And that no matter what anybody says to me, grain of fucking salt, bitch. That's it. And that's with all due respect. And I'm not going to stay with somebody who is just going to continue on the same cycle over and over again and not willing to do what's best for the kids. My best is for me, is to go. It may not happen today, may not happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen in due times in God's will. Because no matter what, I'm not doing it for anybody else. I have a reason. It's for my kids. Because without my kids, honestly, I wouldn't be here. I truly won't. Because I wasn't mentally strong enough when I was like, what? 20, 21, around that age. I wasn't strong mentally. All I wanted to do was be around people. But I wasn't worried about what the hell I can do for myself to become better. I didn't care. Truly didn't. I had love around me all the time. But I didn't do much to make myself better. I really didn't. Then I fell in love. Truthfully. I truthfully fell in love. But then I learned. I learned that when you really want something, you'll do anything for it. And when I tell you, I fell in love with this man. I gave him everything, even when I didn't have. I've gone without plenty. I gave up plenty. I loved him more than I loved myself. I stopped caring for myself. I stopped taking care of myself. And that was wrong of me. Because I shouldn't love somebody more than I love myself. Truly, the way to go in any type of relationship is you never love anybody more than you love yourself. You gotta love yourself first and mostly. Then your significant other comes. Because when you don't love yourself, you don't do much to become better. You just worry and worry and worry and worry and worry about the other person. And that was wrong of me. I was in and out of jobs galore for years. And now with this fucking pandemic, bro, it's hard trying to freaking get a job anywhere. At all. Literally. Fucking, I can't, my eyes hurt. Fuck me. But I've been applying to fucking places forever. And nothing. And I truly fucking believe it's because I keep telling on my applications that I fucking go to school. Stop fucking pendejos don't know how to fucking call a bitch. Because she's going to school. Oh my God, getting higher education. Oh no. We don't want her working here. But you know what? That's not gonna stop me. It just fucking pushes me to work harder on my schoolwork so I don't gotta just like helping people. That's just me. I enjoy being able to be there for others. Even though I go through my own things. I just love the fact of being in people's lives and being some type of light to them. Because I was never put on this earth to hurt anybody. To do any type of harm at all. I distance myself a lot. And I know that's bad, but I distance myself from people because I need to be able to worry about me and what I can do to become a better person. Because it's an everyday single battle as a human to be better and do better. But there's not enough people that have that mentality to push forth and do better. There truly isn't. And I don't even freaking mean to rant, man. But it's the simple fact that it's human nature to actually care. Unless you're a freaking narcissist, a sociopath, a freaking pathological liar. What can you do? What can you do to become a better person? What can you do for your future? I'm only one person, and there's billions of people on this freaking earth. It's the simple fact that when you had enough, you had enough. And if you can't freaking take it anymore and handle it, do something about it. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a freaking day. It'll take some time to build those stepping stones. And when I tell you, I know I'm creating my own type of empire, and that even when I win, all the people that are around me are gonna win too. I mean that with the bottom of my heart. Because I'm not gonna be on this earth to be selfish. Never. Because I have too many people in my life that are family. That are fucking selfish. I can't do this for you. Because I don't have it. Knowing damn well that you can fucking help. Just by a little. A little goes a long way. Even if it's just the tiniest little help. A little goes a long way. Show that you ain't no motherfucking Grinch and grow that motherfucking heart and do something. Because even with the littlest help, that'll give any person hope. Hope is a lot of things. And praying gets you to so many places. And having God by your side is something truly a blessing. Because honestly, I know there's people out there that don't believe or whatever, but you know what? It's not me to judge. Everybody has their own beliefs. Everybody has their own religions and what they think is right. But as humans, we all have hearts. We all got a brain. Truly. Because no matter what, not one freaking person on this earth is ever put to harm nobody. It's all about how you grew up, who you're around, who you surround yourself, how you grew up, and where you came from. But knowing as a human of what you can do to get yourself out of a situation is what you freaking need to do to become better. To know that your future is always bright. It's what you do to become better. That's it. That is truly it. And if you have kids, what are you going to do for them? That's it. Because truthfully, nobody needs to have the mentality that they're not worth it. Because I've been there, I've been done through enough in my life to believe that I was never worth it. It took me having kids to realize that I am worth it. And it shouldn't have been that way, ever. But that's just me. Because of what I went through as a kid. And all the freaking depression and all that I went through, it literally made me believe that I was incapable. But having somebody that you are around or your significant other telling you, well, if you do this, da-da-da-da, if you do it, making you believe things, knowing damn well that's not it. That's why I want my kids to know what it is to actually care, to be independent, to be strong-minded, and love properly. Because I'm not going to be raising my boys to treat anybody any less than what they are or what they've went through. I'd be damned. Truthfully, I'd be damned if that was the case. Because at the end of the day, everybody has the capability of doing anything that comes to their minds. If you want to do this, do it. It took me years for me to realize that. Sadly. But you know what? Everybody has their time. Everybody has their time when they shine. You know? Because I lost so many people in my life. May they all rest in peace. Like, my son, Legend, his middle name is Michael. And that was his, that was his uncle. His uncle passed away. And till this day, it still fucking hurts. I still cry about it. I still tell my 4-year-old, who's gonna be 5, in months from now. Wait a whole freaking year. But I still tell him, Theo Michael's up there and he's watching you. Say hi. He loves you. It's just a reminder of letting your kids know that people do pass away. Life isn't forever. But when you do explain something to your kid, don't ever create fear in them. Ever. It's more of a sense of love. That even when someone is no longer here with us, that you still remember all the great memories that you had with them. Because people don't ever stay forever. Life is never promised. It is truly never promised. People can, in a blink of an eye. And that is another reason why I always keep in contact with people. With whomever want to, keep in contact with me. Because life is never promised. And no matter whatever hurt I've ever gone through in my life, I can never keep it hurtled over me, making me believe that everybody's that way. I can joke around and be like, fuck that person, I don't care. Knowing dang well, I do care. I just pray for them. I know I'm capable of loving again. I truly am. But it's never going to stop me becoming a better me. Even if a situation is bad. I could never be able to treat anybody how I've been treated. That's just the knack that I have. That if someone did something to me, I could never do the same to them. Because it's not me. Literally, it's not. I don't want my kids to see a bad side of me. Ever. I don't want them to see what I'm capable of. Because I'm more than capable of doing a lot of things to people that hurt me. But I choose not to do those things because at the end of the day, my kids don't need to have that energy. They don't need to have that energy of, this person, bop, 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 or they don't need none of that. Because at the end of the day, they can know how to communicate. Because communication does take you a long way. It's how you do it. It's what you can do to make a situation better. If someone does not agree with you, agree to disagree. You're right. Okay. That's it. All right. Knowing dang well that you don't agree with it, just move on. It is what it is. It truly is what it is. And honestly, like, how much problems is a person going to continue going through for them to realize that the situation that they're in is truly not worth it? What are they gonna do? You know, to make things better, you know? Like, I talk a lot with my hands, but anyways, trials and tribulations. Everybody goes through them. We all gotta climb mountains to get to the top. Some people get to fucking have elevators because they got the freaking money. Alright? And some people gotta work there. But guess what? Neither one of those things are bad. Some people have it, some people don't. Because at the same time, you have somebody that was given a spot, then you have somebody else that worked for that spot. Two different stories. Yeah, I talk a lot. That's an overthinker for you. I think all the time. I overthink. Sometimes over-exaggerate for no apparent reason, but at least I'm capable of thinking. Because there's some people that don't use their brain, okay? That just don't use their brain. Well, what am I to judge? All I can do is pray for those people that just have ignorance. You know? I'm here on this earth to do so much for people. Truthfully. I truly am. I know why I'm here. Even though I sometimes give up, but I know why I'm here. You know, like, I was put through things in my life for a reason. It molded me to the person that I am today. And my kids look up to me because of it. Sometimes I don't listen because I baby them, but they're my kids. I'm allowed to do that. You know? Sometimes they say, fuck them kids. You ain't around your kids enough to know. Okay? But at the end of the day, I'd rather have little baby arms, teenage arms, kids. to hold me knowing that I'll always be there for them. Because there's nothing better than having kids look up to you. And I can even remember, even being as a child, for some odd reason, kids always had a thing of being around me. I don't fucking know why. Even animals, I don't know why. They just love me. Kids and animals love me. If they're furry, they love me. If they're reptilian, no. But you get the freaking picture, alright? Like, I don't know. I was put on this earth to do something positive. Even though throughout my whole life it was negative, I know that I was put on this earth for a freaking reason. You know? And I'm not gonna stop, even though my demon of depression freaking tells me otherwise. Well, guess what, bitch? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus and everything else, alright? Because at the end of the day, we all go through things mentally. I suffer from depression and anxiety on a freaking daily. Alright? And it's just so crazy that a freaking movie got me in my feels to the point where I'm just ranting. But I truly believe that God freaking had me watch that movie to make me think of everything else in a bigger picture. And what I need to do to set a perfect path, even though it's not perfect, a path for my kids to be able to build upon. There's some people that don't even have kids and just build, and that's good too. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their own mental state and what they need to do for themselves. And I actually applaud that, honestly. I truly do. Because there's a lot of people that want to build and stuff and don't have the idea of, oh, I want a kid, or I want to build, like, I want to make a family and stuff. There's some people that don't even want that, and they just work all their lives and just make money and everything. They become successful. And there's nothing wrong with that. There truly isn't. Just for me, like, it took me having kids to freaking want the best for myself and for them. You know? But shit fucking takes time. I truly wish in a blink of an eye. You know? Give me money. But it don't work that way. You gotta work towards it. And it's all about management. Management is so important in life, and if you don't freaking got it, dude, I'm sorry. Get a planner. Because if you incapable of managing anything, and you have to have somebody else do it for you, boo-boo, what you doing? Honey, what is you doing? You know? And dealing with that for 5 years, that's a little too much for me. 5 years is a long time. Pero, had nothing to do with that. It's the simple fact that if you want something, baby, you gotta work towards it. You can't continue to have people handing things to you. Because if you continue to get shit handed to you, that's all you're gonna get used to of. Being baby. Honey, you can't be cradled at the age of 30, whatever the fuck. It just don't work that way. Mommies and daddies don't last forever. Independence is key, truthfully. Because in my case, I became too dependent. Not because of whatever this man had. Not for what he can bring to the table. It's because I mentally gave up on myself and gave everything to him. I got too comfortable. Now I'm to the point I'm uncomfortable, bitch. You finna know. No me toques. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's it. Alright? But it's the simple fact that, like, yo, enough's enough, honey. Like, that's it. I love you, but no. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for your kids? What are you gonna do for your life? You don't like your job, do something about it. You want to do something you love? Go to school. Because if you know you love to do something, do it. If you like working on cars, do it. If you like airplanes, do it. Work on that shit. Okay? If you like freaking being in the medical things, me futurely, that's me, do it. I'm working towards it. Anybody is capable of working towards something that they love. I'm not willing to work in a place where I freaking dread going to every day. I want to have my own company. Truthfully. And, like, I got dreams and aspirations, and, honey, I'm going to be acting upon them. It just doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and effort. The effort takes you a long way. It truthfully does. Damn, I'm hungry. But anyways, long story freaking short is that no matter what the hell year it is, it could be 2021, 2028, 30, 40, whatever the fuck, it's all about what you do. Because if you want something, you gotta work for it. You gotta work towards it. You gotta push yourself. Even if you tell yourself and you're going through a depression stage that you're not capable of doing something, tell yourself to shut the fuck up. Seriously. Because if you know you're capable of doing something, don't let all those freaking bad thoughts tell you otherwise. Because I had many. I had plenty for years. And I still go through them. Everybody has bad days. It's just that you got to be able to pick yourself up and push yourself to do better. To be better. That's it. Mental health is important. Love yourself. Because I've been loving myself for a long time now. And this nigga hated. I started to love myself so fucking hard. To the point where this guy's like, who you texting? Who you talking to? What you doing? How you doing it? Oh, I'm sorry that I'm starting to give a shit about myself and you don't like it. Alright? Because at the end of the freaking day, if you don't love yourself, who gonna love you? More than you? Nobody. Because if you don't do for you, ain't nobody gonna do it for you. That's it. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I love myself. I may not be in the best situation, but I love myself enough to know what's right and wrong and what I should and should not do. Ain't nobody can tell me otherwise. Sorry, I'm not the one. Alright? I may have a freaking baby face and look like I ain't gonna do something, but honey, don't disrespect me. That's it. That's it. Have y'all ever seen a flying squirrel? That's me. I'm aerodynamic. Alright, you never see me coming, bitch. That's it. That's it. I wait and I ponder. I think about all the ways I can hurt somebody. And then a little angel tells me, no, honey. Let go and let God. And guess what? Karma's a motherfucking bitch. That's it. That's it. Karma's a bitch. That's it. Let go and let God. That's it. That should be a catchphrase. That's it, bitch. That's it. Yeah, I'm awkward. That's just me. That's my personality. I just talk and I fucking talk. But then again, it all makes sense. Because if you know me. I'm fucking weird. That's just naturally. That's just my personality. But I know how to be mature. I know how to be real. I know how to joke around. I know when is the right time and the wrong time. Sometimes when I get nervous or whatever, I'll start doing nervous laughter and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do. But at the end of the day, it's all about what you do up here and what you need to do. And that's it. Damn, I need to stop saying that. Where the fuck I get that from? Anyways, but everybody has a bright future. Even if they don't believe in themselves, everybody does. I can go on and 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 on. Because I can freaking talk till the fucking sun comes up. That's just me. Gemini problems, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. But the moral of the whole freaking thing is laughter, crying, angry, yelling, and stuff. But you gotta do what makes you happy. Truthfully, you gotta do what makes you happy. Shit, it's 4:17 in the morning. See, this is what happens when I can't sleep and I got something on my mind. I just talk to myself and I think to myself. Honestly, a lot of people would think that crazy, but at the end of the day, it actually is truthfully a good stress reliever and stuff. That's why, like, I always try and be there for people. That's why, like, if I ever bother people or message them enough, like, a lot, it's because I care and I want to be there for them. And this crazy thing is, like, I don't ask for anything in return. I don't. I just want to be there for them. Because I didn't really have that much to have somebody be there for me as a child. So I feel like all I want is to be able to be that for somebody else. Because you can be in a room full of people and still feel alone. And I want to be at least that one person in that whole freaking room of people to be there for that person that feels so lonely. You know? Like, it's just weird. It's just me. I can't explain it. It's just my heart's too big for people. The only way I will have hate for anybody is if they do anything to my family. Or my kids. Bitch, my heart will turn so black, you ain't gonna see me coming. Rest in peace to you. Because I will find ways. That's just me. Ain't nobody gonna find your body. Sorry. I know too much. I read too much. That's just me. That is literally just me. I may say communication is key, but do not do anything to my family or my kids. That's your death sentence. My face look like I ain't gonna do something. Thank you. Believe what you want. I don't need to look ghetto. I don't need to act ghetto. I don't need to dress ghetto. I don't need to freaking flaunt nothing of mine. For not a damn soul. Materialistic, please. Not me. Don't give a fuck. I'll be happy with whatever I have. And that's it. If I want some, I'll get it. I'll buy it. But honey, don't be fucking trying to play me as Boo Boo as a fool. Boo Boo the fool, whatever the fuck you want to say. I can't even think right now. It's like 4 something in the morning. Like, please. Like, at the end of the day, everything is materialistic. Truthfully, it really is. Alright? I don't need to freaking be looking all fucking sexy for this or that or the gram or Facebook or whatever. I don't need to be flaunting any of that. I don't do that. That's not me. But whatever people that do it, that's them. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own mentality of what they want to do or what they want to show or whatever they want to paint a picture as. You know? I don't be painting pictures. What you see is what the fuck you get. That's it. That is truly it. What else you want from me? I can't give you gold. I don't be shitting bricks. That's it. I need to fucking stop saying that. It's 4 something in the morning. That's probably why. My fault. But, like, at the end of the day, like, I don't be freaking faking shit. Not for nobody. If you know me, you know me. If you've been around me, you already know my vibes. Like, I don't be faking nothing. That's literally it. I don't be faking nothing with nobody. I don't be purposely doing nothing to nobody. Because I surround myself with people that I know have my best interests. That is really what I care about. Is being around people that got my best interests. If you don't got my best interests, kick freaking rocks. That's truly it. See how I changed it that way? But, like, I don't really give a fuck what anybody think of me. Like, I don't care. Like, fuck all y'all, honestly. I'm just kidding. I truly care. I hope everybody succeeds in life, honestly. But truthfully, if you think bad of me, go suck a dick that got fucking chlamydia or something. Catch the clap. Okay? Get all the eggs. Suck on it. All of it. I don't give a fuck. Because opinions are opinions. Everybody has them. Because if you have a horrible opinion on me or freaking create some type of rumor about me and I ain't that exciting. I truly am not that exciting. I joke around all the time. I make people laugh. Like, that's just me. But I ain't put on this earth to hurt nobody. So if I fucking ever hurt you, let a bitch know. Because I know how to act. I know how to not do something again. You just gotta freaking be like, yo, honey, you did something. That's it. And then I fix it. That's it. Fuck, stop saying it. I got issues. I'm sorry. Bear with me. I swear I'm a good person. I just be saying a lot of crazy things. But it all makes sense, I swear. Like, seriously. Like, I swear I'm bipolar. I really do. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay to be crazy sometimes. You got feelings. Everybody got feelings. Sometimes you just gotta let it out. I just talk to myself a lot. Because nobody really be talking to me or willing to talk to me till 4 in the morning or really early. Yeah. I didn't even know. I don't know. I got friends. But like, I don't know if any of them are willing to stay up with me just talking about whatever. Because I can honestly talk about anything. If it's intriguing, I can talk for hours. And I mean hours. I'm talking. Are you willing to watch the sun come up with me? Type conversation. That's me. Literally. I can talk about anything. I can watch with anything. It's just being around the right people, I guess. I don't know. Holy fuck, I just had deja vu. Anyways, it's kind of late, but I hope everybody has a great freaking year this year. Honestly. It could be 2040. Everybody deserves a great year. Everybody goes through problems, but I just think that everybody deserves everything. So on that note, I hope I went somewhere with this rant because I just be talking and talking and talking. And it's kind of hard being able to like freaking talk to yourself and no one responds to you. And you're just there talking to yourself in your car by yourself. It's a sad place, but you know what? It's really tranquil, you know? But I truly believe that a lot of people are going to get so much this year. I can feel it. It's not going to happen overnight, but I truly believe that a lot of people are going to freaking get a lot of success, and I'm going to be there. Fuck yeah. Proud of you. That's it. But there's always hope. Just don't give up on yourself. Even if you tell yourself, you're worth it. I just made a fucking rant. And they're obviously all minute longs. And that's an hour and 5 minutes. I'm so debating if I want to make it into something, but I don't know if anybody would want to watch it. Because I feel like it's encouraging. I don't know if anybody would fucking give a shit. I would hear a fucking response anyways. The struggles of living a life of